We passed the largest ever expansion of school choice so that every parent has a chance to send their child to a school that shares their values. And to support parents' rights, we're also fighting very hard for school choice. To support parents' rights, we're fighting, as you know, for school choice, which most people want. Most people want it.
Well, apparently they do down in Texas. President Trump right there pushing for greater school choice nationwide. And now Texas is answering the call. The Lone Star State launching a new statewide program that is giving families more control over where and how their kids are educated. Texas education freedom accounts allow parents to use state tax dollars to help pay for school tuition and other educational expenses. The program is capped at $1 billion in its first year and could serve up to 90,000 students statewide. And interest in the program is already sky high. Take a look at that number. More than 40,000 students applied on the very first day this was made available. Let's bring in Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who is leading this cause. Governor, great to have you on the show today. Good to see you.
Thank you, Asha. Listen, this is the biggest and best rollout of a school choice program in the history of America. But it was not always easy. A lot of people doubted this would ever happen. And I had to campaign to elect Republicans to the Texas House of Representatives to make sure we had the votes to provide parents what they were already demanding. And that was a choice for the best education pathway for their child. This time last year, people doubted we could even get it passed. We did get it passed with, by the way, assistance from President Trump, who called in on the day the vote was cast in the Texas House of Representatives, and he helped get this across the finish line. And then, as you were kind of recounting, on day one of sign-up, which occurred earlier this month, there was a record number of parents signing up and applying for school choice programs, more than 42,000. And as of today, there are now more than 100,000 families that have signed up for school choice, making it the largest rollout of school choice in America. One aspect about that, Aisha, and that is what people say is that because of what Texas has been able to do, that means this could be replicated in states across the country.
I think the numbers say a lot, right? I mean, when you have 20,000 families that applied in the first 3 hours, and then you said 40,000 after that, the demand is there. But some of your top private schools, it turns out, actually don't want to play ball with this program. They're a little anxious about it. They don't know how this is going to work. What is your message to those private schools?
Listen, that's fine. There's no requirement that private schools be a part of this process. There are structures that the private schools have to participate in, but not extensive. Our goal is not to highly regulate what those private schools do, just provide certain standards to make sure that we will be getting the type of education product from those schools that we expect in the state of Texas. But that point aside, what we have found is even with the very minimal regulations on private schools that come with this package, most have actually chosen to be a part of it, but there's no mandate that a private school participate in it if they don't want to.
Okay. And you said you're hoping that this will turn into a framework that other states can use. I know there is demand out there in other states as well that are having problems with their public schools and their teachers especially. Governor, great to have you on the program. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Asha.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.